Sight set on the imperial capital, the Alliance army chooses to march through the territory of House Gloucester, supporters of the Empire. Under the command of Nardell, the retainer of House Regan, the defensive forces of Houses Regan and Daphne draw out the Gloucester troops. Thus, the Alliance army can continue its march toward the Great Bridge of Myrddin and cross the Aramid River, which separates the Alliance and the Empire.
That symbol. It's an enemy. Send a messenger to Acheron immediately.
They say the enemy general, Ladislava, is among Edelgard's most Our goal is to take down Ladislava and gain...
What's my strategy?
I will prevail.
I'm awake.
More fighting. I'll do my best. Let's make this quick.
Steady now.
At your service. Onward.
At the ready.
It's win or die. All the...
No time to slow down.
This... I really...
Steady now.
At your service. I don't expect forgiveness. My work. I'll do my best.
What's my strategy?
Onward.
I'm awake.
At the ready.
You think we'll let you take this bridge from us?
Whoa, new enemies from the central fortress?
A tragic end. I will prevail.
More fighting.
Today I was lucky.
Let's make this quick. Now there's a way forward.
Looks like we can capture this fortress quickly if...
Enemies approaching. We may need to hurry.
Let's keep our guard up.
is going to plan.
We can't be careless.
This is my stage now.
Another victory.
At your service.
Acheron, now's the time.
I've got to make my... Acheron the Weather Vane. If he's gonna support the Empire...
Winning is what matters.
Hold it.
It's done.
As they...
This is for the best, right? Be at peace.
everything's going to plan.
To repay Her Majesty's favor, I... I can't retreat. Lady Edelgard!
We'll ally ourselves with the Imperial.
hoped to relive those glory days.
What's my strategy?
I hoped to relive those glory days, but it wasn't meant to be. I'll do my best. Let's make this quick.
What's my strategy?
Sorry.
Lady.
I'd hoped to relive those glory days.
More fighting.
I'll do my best.
What's my strategy?
I can't retreat.
At your service. I will prevail.
Lady.
Hey, look at you. At the ready. Now,
Let's make this quick.
I'm awake.
Steady now. I'm real.
I don't expect forgiveness. My work. Onward.
For the future of Fodlan.
I must lead them well.
So reliable.
I fought and won.
Apologies. I'm growing.
Fight, then rest. Was it great?
Will this ever end? Now there's a way forward. It's done.
Seemed
only thorns left on this rose.
Old
I wasn't about to let you go.
I'm counting on you.
fitting outcome.
At your service.
I'm glad we defeated them here.
you so much.
Well done, everyone. The Great Bridge of Myrddin is ours.
I was prepared for bloodshed, but that was more than expected. I guess I'm still not used to this.
Even our enemies were fighting for their own cause. They held out without fleeing until the bitter end.
That is true. I wouldn't want to become the type of person who feels nothing when someone dies.
Now it's on me to return to Alliance territory and convince those lords to join us. Lawrence, would you return home for the time being and lay the groundwork with your father?
Fine. After all, this is for the Alliance. Or rather, for all of Fodlan.
For those of you who live in Alliance territories, I ask that you return to your houses and spread the word about the current situation. Until we finish our preparations, Judith and the Knights will do everything in their power to defend the Great Bridge.
That's a casual way to dole out such a deadly mission, boy.
Do you object?
Just who do you think I am? I won't let the Empire pass this way, even if it costs me my life.
Too bad you're not allowed to die. Fight like your life depends on it, but flee if you're ever truly in danger.
A tall order, as always. I'll use my best discretion, Claude.
We have no objections either. Go forth and secure us a sufficiently powerful army.
I'll stay here too. The only ones I'd be going home to are my little sis and my grandpa.
Are you sure you don't want to see your sister? It may be a while before you can return home again.
But if I see her, I may not want to come back. So I'll wait till I'm done here.
Actually, I'd like for you to come with me, Teach, to help negotiate with the lords. They're followers of the Church of Seros, after all. It'll make things easier if we have someone there to speak on Rhea's behalf. All right, everyone. Let's meet back at the monastery next month. Good luck out there.
Is that you, kiddo?
I have returned, Nardell.
Oh, Master Claude, it's you. I mistook you for one of the local children. My apologies.
It seems you have adjusted to your work here. Our recent strategy was successful, thanks to you.
I was a bit concerned when House Goneril's army intervened from the east.
Count Gloucester must have requested reinforcements from them.
Yes, and they have that young general who won some acclaim from his battles in Almyra. Regardless, they showed no signs of seriously wishing to attack us, and merely fulfilled their obligations to House Gloucester. Now then, who is this handsome fella?
This is my professor, who I asked to join me at the Roundtable Conference. Teach, this is Nardell, that retainer Judith was talking about.
How polite. I've heard good things about you from Master Claude.
As you can see, he wasn't born in Fodlan. Still, trust me when I say he is highly capable.
True! In fact, my capability is my only redeeming quality. I hope you'll continue to look after Master Claude, Professor.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Great Tree Moon. Blood of the Eagle and Lion. Now in control of the Great Bridge of Myrddin, the Alliance army invades the Imperial territories. In response, the Imperial army garrisons soldiers at Fort Mercius.
All of that went about as well as it could have. Each lord has agreed to provide us with soldiers and supplies.
I'm impressed you were able to convince all of those scattered nobles to help us. I thought they would quarrel about how much support they should each provide. That's what they usually do.
Well, Count Gloucester took the initiative in taking on responsibilities. I presume that was because you spoke with him in advance, Lawrence.
I merely explained the situation at hand. Then my father simply followed your lead, Claude. It was because you had the professor there to represent Lady Rhea. My father is a pious follower of the Church of Seros.
I don't doubt it. I wasn't under the delusion that it was my personal charm that unified everyone. Thanks for that, by the way. I hope you don't feel like I used you, because I sort of used you. I appreciate that. We don't have time to be picky about our methods. But be honest, you're having a hard time adjusting to your new role, aren't you? You weren't even a follower of Seros to begin with, and somehow you've ended up as a representative of the Church. I realize that you might feel guilty about deceiving the believers for our cause. But this is just what the Archbishop wanted, and she's the highest authority in the Church. Besides, as wielder of the Sword of the Creator, it's undeniable that you're special. I think you should be more confident in yourself and use your position to the fullest.
I have news. Our enemy is gathering troops at Fort Mercius. Their army is immense, likely led by a renowned general, or perhaps even...
Well now, that would be interesting. If we can defeat the Emperor, then the Empire will collapse.
There's something else. An unidentified army has approached the Great Bridge of Myrden. They passed through the Daphne and Gloucester territories from the northwest with incredible speed. They're raising the banner of House Blaiddyd. Perhaps they are the remnants of the Fargus royal family. From what we could tell, they posed no threat to the citizens of the Alliance, and so we refrained from engaging them in needless combat.
Maybe they hope to fight against the Empire to avenge their fallen prince. And what about the bridge itself?
Obviously, we wouldn't let them pass without receiving envoys first. We thought they may try to force their way through. We considered firing warning arrows, but they left immediately, heading east.
Are they intending to use one of the bridges in Ordelia territory?
Most likely, but the Imperial Army still controls those bridges. I can't imagine what they intend to do in the Empire, even if they do manage to break through.
I'm reluctant to ease up on our surveillance, but it would be difficult to track them there. For now, let's assume they're just troops belonging to the Old Kingdom. In any case, we should proceed with caution. Soon we'll be entering Empire territory ourselves. If our enemies are going to intercept us with an attack, it will probably be at Gronder Field. How fitting that it was the site of the Battle of the Eagle and Lion 5 years ago.
Oh, hello, Professor. How nice to see you. You caught me off guard. I was actually just thinking about you. Just a moment ago? Well, I am afraid I just do not understand you. When we first met, I sensed something different about you, something mysterious. And now I am convinced your existence itself is very special. Thinking on it, I know it to be true. You have a crest that should have been lost long ago. You wield the Sword of the Creator as if it is nothing. Your hair and eye color changed on that day 5 years ago, to the same sort of color as mine and my brother's. I do not know. My brother refuses to speak to me of it. Since then, you have led us into battle, and thus far, we have always come out victorious. Your comrades and colleagues adore you. They believe in you, in your strength. I doubt there is a single soul who is likened to you. Who are you, really? I simply do not understand. Whatever the case may be, having hair like mine is proof that there is something exceptional about you. I may as well come forward with things. I, too, am unlike others. Surely you recall when I was targeted, specifically for my blood? I may not be special in the ways you are, but my blood is rare. It seems the two of us share a special differentness. I also believe that we are bound together in some way. Of this I am certain. Therefore, I intend to stay by your side and watch over you. Your existence must be preserved at all cost. Certainly those are the words of a hero. Let us unite our powers. Together, we are unstoppable.
I've still got some hit.
Flayn! Excuse me, quick question. Can I paint you?
Oh, hello, Ignatz. What an unexpected surprise.
I'd like to paint your portrait, Flayn. For some reason, whenever I try to visualize Saint Sethlene, I think of you.
No wonder I've repeatedly felt someone's eyes boring holes into the back of my head lately. You're quite lucky my brother hasn't noticed. It would be wise to back away from me before he does. Although... I shall agree to your request, on the understanding that you paint me to be more illustrious than Saint Sethlene.
More illustrious than the statue? Surely you mean as illustrious.
Am I not the more illustrious? The more breathtaking?
Well, true, you are a sight to behold. Though I'm not sure about the competitive tenor of that question. I'd expect you, as an admirer of Saint Sethlene, to speak more... admiringly?
An admirer, hmm? You say such funny things. Now then, would you like me to pose? Oh, I have many ideas up my sleeve.
A pose? No need. You can just sit down.
Are you certain about that? It sounds rather... dull. How long will it take you?
A few days, I imagine, but that's okay. You can just come by whenever you have time. Oh, and if you don't mind, could you tell me some more stories about her? The stories you tell about Saint Sethlene are so much more vivid than the other legends I've heard. She seems so impressive, so fierce. I can't help but admire her too.
Actually, I have changed my mind. No longer do you need to paint me as illustrious. Instead, paint me as fierce!
Sure, I guess. I think cute might suit you a little better, though.
Did you not just say that Saint Sethlene had an impressive and fierce way about her? Well, if that is the case, then I too would like to look fierce. You're welcome to paint me repeatedly until you get the expressiveness just right. Rather, you must paint me repeatedly until I am satisfied with the outcome.
I'm not sure I can ever produce a painting that completely satisfies you. But I'll try. I said I would, and I will not go back on my word. Even if this painting takes me months. That wouldn't be a problem, would it?
Not at all. We're friends, aren't we? I am happy to help with a friend's request, even if it takes centuries to complete.
Thank you for that. Though I hope it doesn't take quite that long.
This one ought to do.
What are you doing, Cyril?
I'm picking out logs to carry back and chop into firewood.
You can't expect to carry all these by yourself. Let me help.
No, I got it. I don't want you getting hurt. Logs are heavy sometimes.
I'm well aware. You should accept the help being offered. I'm older and wiser. I know best.
Lysithea, you seem a bit shaky. You okay?
Yep, totally fine. I'm just kind of losing my grip on this log. Ah! Well, that wasn't much help as it turned out. I didn't realize they'd be that heavy. I couldn't even walk in a straight line.
I told ya, logs are heavy sometimes. It's hard work if you're not used to it.
I feel foolish.
Well, if you've learned your lesson, I'm gonna go carry the other logs.
Hang on. Shouldn't you rest for a bit?
Wood still needs chopping. I got a bunch of other stuff needs doing before sundown, too.
In that case, let me help you carry the chopped wood.
You know how rough firewood is? You'll get splinters if you carry it with your soft hands.
You can't be serious.
You're just not cut out for this kind of work. Look at your hands. They're like a princess's. No point in you learning to chop wood, is there? You don't need to know how to do that stuff. You and me live in different worlds. There's no point lowering yourself down into mine.
Our worlds aren't so different. We're together right now, aren't we?
Sure, we live in the same places now, but that's not gonna last forever. Don't see how it could. Unless I actually turned into your little brother or something.
Ah, Sylvain. It's unusual to find you doing something other than hitting on women.
Ah, Dorothea. I've been preparing to do just that, as it were. My intention is to flirt with the monastery's most beautiful flower, Dorothea herself.
Oh dear. And I've ruined all your hard work. You might as well save the effort. I'm not taking the bait.
Oh, Dorothea, your wit is as sharp as your beauty. Don't you want just a little flirting? Just a sample? I'm not like all the others, you know.
I don't doubt it. By not like all the others, do you mean how serious you are about being disingenuous when you flirt?
And that is supposed to mean what exactly?
Your social standing isn't bad, and you're not bad to look at or particularly dumb. You could easily be engaged by now. But you just flit from one woman to the next without settling on anyone. I bet you enjoy going out with them, but you hate women themselves. Don't you think?
Me? Hate women? That couldn't be further from the truth. I'm always serious when it comes to matters of the heart. When I flirt, I stake my life on it.
Uh-huh. I'll believe it when I see it. Staking your life on a person is the sort of thing you should only do when you're in love.
That's what I've been saying. I love you enough to stake my life on it. And I'm seriously in love with each and every girl I flirt with.
I see. Regardless, I'm not staking my life on you. So you'd better go and fall in love with someone else. Goodbye, Sylvain.
She's stone cold. I love it.
Just look at this place. It's so beautiful, I believe I should take a nap and enjoy it properly.
Linhardt, lost in thought, I see. Unacceptable. Are you not aware that a noble's duty is to be ever vigilant?
Rest increases alertness. Is there something I can do for you, Ferdinand?
Well, I was just passing by, and I thought I could give you a little advice. You always seem to be napping. Why not spend your free time doing something productive?
Easier said than done, Ferdinand. I'm afraid I suffer from a constitution that tires easily.
Some training will remedy that. Let us work on that today. I will train you myself. Arise, Linhardt. The righteous path of the noble lies before you.
You're always giving it your all, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Is there something wrong with that?
Of course not. In fact, I rather enjoy your demeanor. You go all out even when others wish you wouldn't. You work hard, inspire the admiration of others, and your dignity as a noble is beyond reproach.
I consider it my mission to serve as a guide and a model for other members of the nobility.
As capable as you are striking. Next to you, I am a mere infant.
Oh, you are far too kind. Although I do work hard each day to achieve all of which you speak.
You've mastered all the important noble skills. You drink tea, talk about how great you are, ride horses.
Indeed. I went for a ride earlier today.
Is that so? You'll have to tell me about it sometime when I'm not walking away.
Where are you going?
I must get some sleep, being the infant that I am. Farewell for now, Ferdinand, oh noble among nobles.
Noble among nobles? Seems a bit much. Did he say get some sleep? Hey, wait!